Well, I'm full up after dinner. How about you?
Yeah, I'm quite full.
Are you ready for camping this weekend?
Yes.
Right, come on then, let's go. Hey! It's you again! You're spying on us, aren't you? Yes, you are. Do you want to go camping? You do? Do you want to come camping with me and Jacob? Yeah? Well, come on then. Let's go. Here we are, Walesby Forest, acres of fun. Right, we've got reception, better go and check in. Right, let's go and check into reception. Well, hi everybody. So we finished at reception and I recalled to Jacob just now that I forgot to get the camera back on to the journey to find our pitch. Well, it wasn't that easy. We're on pitch 24 and we ended up on pitch 25. You might think they might be right next to each other, but they're not. It takes some working out. There's one peg and it has a west-north picture on it, but yeah, we were driving all over. Don't. Right, come on, let me show you this marker. Handbrake's on, good. Right, here we are. So that's the pitch marker. And you've got a west line, north line. So basically where I've pitched the van, that's in our spot. I was thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna be there under shade, that's gonna be great. But no, we're out here. So we're gonna get everything out of the van, get it chucked up. So, to make it easier, we've decided to bring the pop-up tent. Ta-da! Don't think we're going to blow away. You never know. Can't get windy. Yeah, not with me in it. Right, go on then. Go on in here. Right, just wait there. And drive that tent peg in. Nice soft ground. Sometimes it's not though. It's bloody hard with stones in some places. Put one in over here, look. That's it, twist it so that that bit is facing away from your rope. Tap it in. That's it. Good lad. And we can, in a minute, we can just nip all these guide ropes up a bit. There we go. Right, we'll see you back in a minute. We'll just get this pegged up. So we're just having a walk up to the main area of Walesby. I've got a giant marquee there which used to have events in. This is classed as main field. This site is 240 acres. That's the main field toilet block and shower block. That's the latest block that they added to the site, I believe. You're going to be wondering, how do I know all this stuff? Shall I let them into the secret, Jacob?
Go on then.
I used to work here for just over a year and a half. I was groundskeeper Willie. No, I was just groundskeeper Simon, head's groundsman. So I looked after all of this site, from the trees to the grass, mole catching, pest control. I did it all. Then I left, and I do miss it because I love the outdoors. But now I've got the best job ever, going back to locksmithing. And that's what I do now. So now we're coming up to the main area of Walesby, where we've got the gift shop, the Robin Hood bar, main shower block, toilet blocks where the big clock is, toilets in here as well, and behind there's the swimming pool, another lodge here, as well as a lodge there. So I'm not sure whether everyone will be happy about being on camera, so I'll just give you the look from here. Giant site map. We'll go and take a look at the site map so everyone can have a see. So this is the site map. We came in here, this is where we started our video. We drove down here, reception, up to here, around here, and we drove up, and we are camping about there on Mainfield. So that site is 240 acres, and that's what I used to look after. If you can see it all, I can see the sun's on it reflecting. So right, let's go and have a wander. So while I worked at the forest, my dad gave me 2 trees, a hornbeam, which is this one, and an oak tree, which is up there. Now the oak tree looks like it's possibly died because it is quite dry here, but it's nice to see that they haven't ripped my trees out. Fingers crossed they let them grow. So where we are now, this is the assault course. As well as doing the groundskeeping on here, I also used to do instructing on certain activities. Behind us is archery. You see the keep out signs on the fence. So behind there they're launching arrows that hopefully it targets. They've got that swing there, I forgot what they called it. That was a new thing that they were putting in at the time that I was going. Oh no, the little oak tree is still alive. That's good. Yeah, really happy about that. In fact, I'm going to take a photo and I can show Phil. So they've got loads of people camping all over. Now they've opened the site up to public camping, because originally the site was opened up for scouts and then later for schools, and for years and years all it's ever been is scouts and schools. And they do a bonfire here every year, and they have big world scouting activities here sometimes. But just recently, in the last few years, they've opened this site up to the public. Always had concerns when I was working here about them doing that, as to what the site would be like and how it would be cared for with that many different people on here. So let's go and have a wander around. Okay, so we've come away from the main area down there. Now I did get the camera out and show you all. It felt a bit awkward, 1 because it is public, and 2 because I have met a couple of people I used to work with here, and it's been nice to say hello. And also that weird thing of that I used to work here and now he's back, he's camping with his son, he's recording. I suppose if it was somewhere completely new, I'd have probably said it, can I, you know, walk around with my camera. So we've come up here to Walesby Forest. Well, I'm just reading the sign, of course we're in Walesby Forest. So this is called Russell Drive, and up there is Kemp Lodge and Walesby Lodge, 2 big log cabins that you can hire out for schools, scouts, or if you want to hire out an entire lodge. Now up this way is where they used to have Campfire sing-song. This woodland here is called Chapel Wood. I used to teach bushcraft while at Walesby Forest, and in this woodland over there, I'll probably show you that in a minute, we used to have a bushcraft site, and then we moved it to another location. I don't know whether they still do that. I don't think I saw it on the activity list, bushcraft, but I'll show you in a minute. You've probably had a glimpse of it, where they'd bring all the scouts and school kids and have a campfire and do a sing-song. This is something my son remembers from when I used to work here, and they had some massive events here with loads of schools and scouts all sat on these seats around here, and some great staff members that I've worked with I remember seeing them singing and dancing on this stage, this concrete stage, to entertain the kids and adults and get them all in singing and dancing and being daft while they have a campfire here. And there you can see one of the lodges. It's a good bit of exercise walking around this site. It's massive. When I worked here, I had the use of 2 off-road vehicles that I could use for taking tools around for when I was grass trimming and branch cutting and stuff like that. So down this little footpath here, we'll go and have a look to see what remains of the original bushcraft site that I built with my work colleagues at the time. So a nice big yew tree here. There's all sorts in here. Sweet chestnut, you can see. There's new leaves forming. Ash as well. There's holly and sycamore and pine. They have got a couple of Norwegian spruce trees on site as well, which I don't know whether Jacob will fancy it later. If we're allowed to get some branches and make some Norwegian spruce tea, that would be lovely. So it looks like they're doing something over here, because this is the route and where we made the bushcraft site. It looks like they've decided to do something else with it and now have it for nature. So I'll try and paint a picture for you. Not that much has moved actually, so I think this sort of is original from memory. Yes, it is. So what's different here? We brought in a ton of sand and covered it all over here because this ground is very peaty, which is a fire risk. So we brought in a couple of feet of sand and scattered it here. You can probably see it mounds off this area. So this is where we taught kids fire lighting. And this fence was never here. And I built a bushcraft shelter just there. This has been filled in. There's bricks and all sorts of stuff dumped here now. But originally there was a pit here about 5 foot across, 6 foot long. We dug about 4 or 5 foot out of here with a JCB and then filled it with sand to make it safe to be able to have a fire. And I had log seating all around here, where I'd sit and have my stuff. I'd have kids lined up and sat here. We'd have a campfire and do a talk and teaching. And then behind this tree I can see an indentation where it's been filled in. I sunk a wheelie bin in and it was all hidden with branches, and the wheelie bin was full of water, an old wheelie bin, so that if there was ever a bit of smouldering going off, we could get some water on it straight away and make it safe. So not quite sure what's going off here now. Whether they still have some sort of fires here, I'm not sure, with a fire grill chucked there. Or, looking at that, it looks like they've probably done this as some kind of nature area for bugs. You know, bug hotel. But that's what this site was in Chapel Wood. It was the first bushcraft teaching area. The second one we built away from here. And the reason why that is because one weekend I was not at work. And all the log seating that was here, some of it was thrown into the fire and set fire to it. Now, as well, where this fire was, I built a traditional wooden frame pot hanging system. So you've got 2 limbs coming up and a bar going across. You can hang all your pots on. That was trashed. The shelter was trashed. The log seating was thrown in the fire and they tried to set it all on fire, and this was Scouts. They took the seating, I know it was Scouts because they took the seating back over to where they was camping, just over there, and butchered it. And when I used to stop here overnight when I was doing a lesson on a Saturday, I'd sleep here Friday night. I'd literally lay at the side of this log and put my top between that tree and this tree to give me shelter, and that's where I'd sleep for the night. So, right, let's carry on. Some beautiful bluebells here, look. So, me and my little lads just gone and got some firewood for tonight, so we'll get this all chopped up. We did bring with us our mini folding saw. We've got another one at home, maybe twice this size, and also what we brought, or what I left in the van since winter time, yeah, van's a mess, carry all sorts, is this big samurai saw. So this, so if anything went across the roads, I could clear the way with this because it is fantastic. This was like, I used these saws when I worked here doing all the tree work. This is what I used to lop the branches off with because I didn't have a chainsaw. Fantastic. And I use this for bushcraft as well. So right, get these chopped up. We'll get the rest of the tent finished off with his beds and pillows, and get the kettle on and have a cup of tea. So Jacob's here wrestling with the sleeping bags. He's got a proper pillow and I've got this blow up pillow which I bought for my wild camp, which is going to be hard work, especially on a hot day like today. We need a cup of tea. So my son's set the tent up. Nice one, son. So he's got the pillow, I've got that big air pillow. So he's gone off to get some sticks for the fire. He's such a good lad. We've not put chairs and things out yet. Look at him, he's off there. Yeah, gives a wave. So all important, got the kettle on. We need a cup of tea. So yeah, tea bags for me and my son. Because it's a very hot day and we are very, very thirsty. So we'll get the wood stove out at tea time when we need to get it out, because we don't want to go for a wander and anything goes missing. Even the firewood, I debated in a minute cutting it all up. When we've done the cup of tea, we'll stack it all there on the back of the van, because I don't want to have to walk miles again to find more firewood, and somebody else might come along and think, well, they're not using that, and it's gone, you know. Or yeah, but a beautiful day. But I sort of wish we was under there. I mean, we might get our chairs out in a minute when we're having our cup of tea and go and sit in the shade, because I debated putting a tarp up, but we'd have had to cut some poles to rig the tarp up here as shelter and have it high up. So I think we'll go and chill out under these trees in a minute when he's got the sticks and when the tea's ready. See you soon. Well then, Jacob, what do you think so far to lads and dads night?
It's been quite nice actually.
Yeah?
Went for a little adventure to go get some firewood, and I was just chilling back at camp with a cup of teas.
Yeah, good lad already. He started on firewood, cutting it up, and also collecting some pine cones up as well. So in a bit we can prep the fire. We've got we can do proper bushcraft firelighting, because that's mine and Jacob's thing, is bushcraft stuff and firelighting. But we have also brought some homemade fire starters. What I mean by them is like cotton wool dipped in wax, jute twine and wax, things like that, wood shavings mixed with all sorts of things. So we're going to prep the fire later with pine cones, some sticks and some homemade firelighters, so we're not messing about. When this lad lights this fire, it's going to be going, no problem at all. So I'm looking forward to using this wood stove. And then this evening I've got some lovely Richmond sausages, because me and Jacob like Richmond sausages. We've got skinny ones, so it's hot dogs for tea, and that's all the food we brought really. He's got some sweeties, I've not got no sweeties. So oh, we're getting joined by a camper van now. I'll spin you around.
Real quick.
I wonder if that's our neighbours. That's a lovely camper van. Looking lost. Yeah, so we're just going to chill out now and have our cup of tea, and then we'll prep some firewood in a bit, and then we've got tennis rackets, so we'll probably have a game of tennis, and I've got some paracord in my pocket, so we could put a line up, so do proper tennis over the line, and then play catch and just go for another adventure and just chill out and relax.
Yeah, they are our neighbours on the looks of it.
Yeah, that is a fantastic camper van, but that's a good van too.
Yeah.
we were talking. Yeah. I was telling my son about another YouTube channel I watch, and I'm really enjoying a motorbike vlogger called Helmet Head, and he's recently bought an ambulance, and he puts his bike in back of there, and he's got a bed in there and everything, and yeah, I can see I like that idea, so that'd be great. But what I'd also like to get a cycle rack for the back of that van, so that some more adventures this year with Jacob, we can both go off cycling and maybe find somewhere different and go for 2 nights and have some cycling adventures. We also said on the way here, well, I said it, about maybe our next adventure we'll go somewhere where there's cafes nearby and pubs for dinner, and we can just eat out, you know, we can go out for breakfast, cycle there, so we're eating out but we'll have lots of exercise, cycling all over, and I think we'd enjoy it, won't you?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll definitely enjoy that.
Better get this cup of tea while it's still warm. I'll see you later. Bye for now. Right, so we've made it all the way up to Walesby Lake. We're just walking down there now. Had a good walk. From where we're camped on Mainfield, there's a signpost that says 15 minutes to lake. I don't know how true that is. I didn't check with my watch. But having a good look around on the site at certain things that I remember, like different trees that had special tree fungi on called chagger. Every single tree I've looked at, it's died off and it's no longer growing. So coming down to the lake, this is where I had my first proper canoe experience with staff from Walesby, and also where I sailed my canoe in my canoeing video. I sailed it off there, you can probably just imagine, somewhere along the beach, and I had my car parked here. So when you watch that YouTube video, when it was splash or no splash or something like that, yeah, that's where I went in, and Tom tried to push me to get the canoe into the water. So we'll come round here. This is the water slide round this side. Got lots of cat's tails here I used to collect for bushcraft. Oh, there's a swan over there, Jacob.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
This is flooded a bit here. Possibly because of the water slide. Oh, the pipe's gone. Unless they've discontinued it. We used to have a generator, we used to bring it up with us, plumb it into there, a pipe going all the way up there, have obviously water flying down here, and launch the kids. Well, they had launched themselves down here. I'm guessing they've not done it anymore because the slide looks broken there. So they probably wouldn't be letting them down here in case they catch the sends on that. Yeah. But it also used to be fun. You used to get the kids to line up down this side, and you used to get kids like, I'm not going in, I don't want to get wet. And then I'd grab the hose pipe and I'd tell the teacher, like, oh, kids up here don't want to do it. They're already in like swimming gear and stuff like that. And I'd grab the hose pipe and soak the lot of them. Do you know, once there was wet, they got in, they got on the slide, flew down here into water and loved it. And then they'd be off canoeing and rafting and doing all sorts of stuff, and they loved it. So it just took that bit of a push, or a bit of a drenching, should I say. It's nice up here, isn't it, Jacob?
Yeah. There's some ducks just
I know, some more ducks have just flown out, and a coot, that's the one with the white face,
yeah,
who's chasing the ducks off. So probably the coot's got a nest under there, and it's just chased those mallards off that you've just seen fly away. Okay, so I had a lovely walk from the lake. We found ourselves a lantern stick, because we discovered with this tent, because it's not the one with the cross poles in, it hasn't got a time point in the middle for the bug zapper, so we can't use it in there. So we're just gonna have to put up with the flies in there tonight. But while we sat outside with the log burner, which we're just gonna put up, we've got our stick here, so we can hang our lantern here, and hopefully if there's any bugs going between me and my son, they'll get zapped. Right, let's get this built up. So that's all this chimney part there. That's the one that goes onto the burner. There we go. That's our stove. That's the baffle to choke it there, Jacob.
yeah. One big chimney.
Yeah. See some of that old soot coming out. That's through burning wet wood.
That is a really good chimney.
So let's take a look. It should have a spark arrestor on the top, but when I was kindly given this by a friend, it didn't have one. I was going to make one, but should be okay. So you've got a top plate you can twist and take out. It's a bit stiff to maybe put big logs in. So, but I'll leave that on. And then your door here. And catch ashes. And that's it. So we'll get that lit now, and then half an hour we'll get cooking the sausage cobs on there and hot dogs. Okay, so Jacob's going to light the fire tonight, and he's going to use a ferro rod, which some people call flint and steel, but actually Jacob's got a flint and steel which his dad made him. Look at that beautiful one. So I made that for him out of an old file, and he's got his flint there, and he can make fire with this. But tonight, with the fire starter we're using, we've got cotton wool with a wax and cotton pad, also some jute twine soaked in wax, and we've started it off with a bed of pine cones. We've got some sticks here. So just a second, we're going to put the cover back on, Jacob will like that, and we'll feed some sticks on top through there. And that's the giant ferro rod. That'll put a handle on for Jacob. And he's got his striker there, which is a bloody good striker they are. So let's close the lid on here. There we go. Try and twist this slightly. I'll have to put a stick through it. That's probably as much as it goes actually. Right, so in we go. There we go. Well done.
Just getting back used to it.
And the cotton wool ignites the jute twine straight away. Get those sticks off the top.
Yeah, they don't start.
There we go, look at that. Oh, we've got smoke coming out the top already.
And
Smoke out there, but once we've got it all going, it'll all come out the top. So let's get some sticks on there, Jacob.
Yep.
Beautiful.
See this later.
Well done, son. Look at that chimney going now. So Jacob has kindly said, because he's not quite hungry yet, that Dad can go first. And Dad just realised that the sausages he'd bought, he knew they were skinny, but he thought they were in packs of 8. He's discovered they're in packs of 12. So that's not a lot of sausages, that's just a small pan. Nah, I'm kidding, that's a lot of sausages still, isn't it, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite a lot of sausages, because I thought there was only 8 in a pan. 8 in a packet. So this lovely stove, already getting lots of other campers looking, because they're just using giant open fire pits as we've got a proper stove and a chimney. So
A very tall chimney.
yeah, a very tall chimney, but yeah. Oop, don't want to shut it fully. There we go. So it's got 2 settings on the door, one slightly open. We shut it fully first time and it just smoked and yeah, lingered. So now we've got it going really well, and we've got some proper nice dry wood here, sticks and thicker bits, homemade spatula. Got him some tomato sauce, look, I'll look after him. So got him some nice French bread. No, that's me will like the French bread. Jacob's having traditional hot dog cobs, his choice.
You got like the baguettes.
Yeah, having a good time.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm having a good time, and I'm going to be enjoying my sausages soon. For now. Oh yeah, we're going to a campfire sing-song tonight, so I'll be chucking a new battery in here and hopefully trying to capture some of that magic for you. So they're nearly ready now. I've got my ash spatula. The sausages are looking lovely. Just that one that needs tanning. Oh, there we go, perfect. Got my French stick ready. I've hollowed it out a bit to make room for them sausages, and the ones that aren't going to go in this time are going to fit in there for Jacob, and then we'll chuck the other pack in and that'll be us, and then we can go for the campfire sing-song. So the first ones are dished up, but we've had a casualty. Now it's not the tomato sauce at the side of my little lad's face. I dropped a sausage! No! There's plenty more though. Right, let's get feasting and we'll see you soon. Right then, well, me and Jacob have had our sausage cobs, our hot dogs, if you want to call it that. I've just had a monstrosity of a hot dog. Well, it was French bread filled with 12 sausages. I've been losing weight just lately, and tonight was a blowout because I have lost 1 stone 1 pound so far in my battle. I've gone from 20 stone 6 pound to 19 stone 5, and yeah, so after this tonight I'll be back to like not eating much bread. So, but I haven't really, other than that, I haven't really had much to eat today. So we're going to enjoy the fire. Our cup of tea will soon be sorted because the kettle's boiling now nicely. And then we're going off to where, Jacob, in a bit?
Campfire and sing-song.
Yep, so we're going to go up that way, up the site in a bit, and go and check out the entertainment. And we're taking you along too. See you soon.
See ya.
Okay, so up at Campfire Sing Song. Obviously I'm not going to be showing everyone who's around me because it's mainly scouts. There's a couple of public here, but I've just asked the staff here if they're alright to record what's going to happen. Campfire Sing Song and them acting about. Obviously I'm not working here anymore, so I had to ask the staff if it's alright to record what they're doing. Hey? I know. They've got better at firelighting over the years.
Right guys, welcome to our Walesby Forest campfire. My name's Will. We got Sweeney, Charlie and May on tonight, alright? Has anyone ever been to a Walesby Forest campfire before? Yeah. If you haven't, you're in for a treat. Alright, we've got 2 rules at the Walesby campfire. Rule number 1, fire is hot, believe it or not. Alright, so people at the front, when you're dancing, busting your moves, just be careful not to get too close, alright? Rule number 2, and this one is absolutely essential, alright? It's the silly rule. We're going to be up here, we're going to be daft, we're going to be looking silly. We expect all you guys to do the same, alright? Does that sound good?
Should have brought 2 batteries.
Right then, so the first song is called Lean Forwards, Lean Backwards. I'll go through it with you first just so you all know what you're doing, alright?
I can't start moving about.
Okay. So just repeat after me, alright? And you've got to do the actions. Lean forwards. Lean forwards. Lean backwards. Lean backwards. To the left. To the left. To the right. To the right. Lean forwards. Lean forwards. Lean backwards.
So I don't think you can pinch and zoom
to the left.
camera. I think all you get is what it is.
Stand up.
If you had a big one,
Sit down. Sit down. To the left. To the left.
and
On the
big
right.
hand.
Does everyone get that? Yeah, so we're going to keep doing
Watching me
that.
don't bite me.
Each time we do it, guys, each time we do it, it's going to get faster and faster until we can't physically do it anymore, alright? So all together, ready? Lean forwards, lean backwards, to the left and to the right. Lean forwards, lean backwards, to the left and to the right. Stand up, sit down, to the left and to the right. Right, we're going to get a little bit faster now, guys. Are you ready? Forwards, lean backwards to the left and to the right. Lean forwards, lean backwards to the left and to the right. Stand up, sit down, to the left and to the right. Do you reckon we can do it faster? Come on then, let's do it. Are we ready? Forwards, lean backwards to the left and to the right. Lean forwards, lean backwards to the left and to the right. Stand up, sit down, to the left and to the right. I think we can do it faster. Alright then, let's do it. Are we ready? Forwards, lean backwards to the left and the right. Lean forwards, lean backwards to the left and the right. Stand up, sit up, left and the right. Right then, one last time, as fast as we can, alright? Are you ready? Forwards, lean backwards to the left and the right. Lean forwards, lean backwards to the left and the right. Stand up, sit down, to the left and the right. Well done, guys.
Sad story actually. We was down the lake earlier and we saw some jellyfish, and it's a story about the jellyfish.
Is it dead?
It's not dead.
Is it alive?
Right, repeat after me. 3, fly, jellyfish.
Oh no.
3, fly, jellyfish. 3, fly, jellyfish. Sitting on a very slippery rock. Slippery rock. And do we all know how to do Mexican waves? We're going to have a Mexican wave going this way. And then this way. And then Kevin wave. A better Mexican wave than that, guys. We need a Mexican wave. Oh no! It's been a tragic loss of one of our jellyfishes.
Yes!
Not yet!
Yes! Happy time! Sad time!
Sitting on a very slippery rock.
Sitting on a very slippery rock.
And then came a wave. And then came a wave, came all the way back again. Oh no! Guys, you'll never believe it.
Yes!
This is a tragic time now.
Happy time! Happy time! Happy time! Yes!
One blind jellyfish.
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 One blind jellyfish. And then, you'll never guess it, there came a wave. And then it came back.
That's a big pile.
Right, this next song is a repeat after me song, alright?
Again.
I want people in Camp Centre to hear this, alright? We've got a big turnout for this campfire. Let's make this song loud, alright? So just repeat after me. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. My feet. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. And my knees. And my knees. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. And my knees. And my hips. My hips. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. And my knees. And my hips. And my tummy. Oh, my tummy. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. And my knees. And my hips. And my tummy. And my arms. Oh, my arms. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. And my knees. And my hips. And my tummy. And my arms. And my shoulders. Oh, my shoulders. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. Starting with my feet. And my knees. And my hips. And my tummy. And my arms. And my shoulders. And my head. And my head. As hard as you can. I get loose. I get funky. I get down to the beat. I get my whole body moving. And now I feel like I can party.
Well, well, you're going to be wondering what's going off. You can see the fire glowing. We shut this down for when we went to the campfire sing-song. Hopefully that footage is still on the GoPro because it crashed. I don't know whether that's down to the GoPro or the memory card. Got the bug zapper light on. So we'll try it while we're here, just briefly with the light. That's really effective. But bad news. It's forecast to absolutely hammer it down tonight, and because this is our pitch and we thought we was going to be under the trees and we could put a tarp up, and we're in the tiny tent, my head and my feet's going to be pressing on this tent, so as soon as it rains it's going to leak. The waterproofing tape on this tent is ripping off on the inside, so it would be a hell of a night. So we are in the process of packing up and going home. It's all in there, but this wouldn't be the first time that we've left a camp at Walesby for one reason or another. So I had a brilliant day. I was looking forward to a nice camp out and movie and stuff like that with my son, but we're off home, aren't we, kiddo?
Yeah.
I think we'll soon have a comfy night in his bed, then packing all his kit down and being absolutely soaked wet through. So right, bigger tent maybe, and a proper waterproof tent as well. That, or we get a caravan trailer tent or something like that, who knows. Right, get busy, get packed up. See you soon.